Welcome to an hour of power. Each week at this time we join
with Brad Mad Hummers Humble and Arian Two Dads Inga Kirkpatrick
in an hour of inspiration for daily living. Learn how you can pack your life with the power of possibility thinking. Find the answers you've been looking for. Stay tuned. We have good news for you today.
Hello and welcome to episode 10 of 9 from Time. 9 from Time.
9 from Time.
Well, that's a great way to fuck up the start.
Well, it's been a while. You haven't had to say that for a while.
And we'll discuss why. That I am Mad Hummers, as everybody knows, because I am that popular. This is my dear friend Two Dads.
It's me.
This is Ron Burgundy. Today, on your beautiful Friday, we're going to go through a variety of things. We'll talk about your road trip. We'll talk about bloody Yuri Belkin, Big Dogs 2, the Golden Chode Award, all sorts of things. The fact that other people want to try and be us just a little bit.
A little bit embarrassing.
It is. It's embarrassing for them.
Yeah.
And I feel somewhat embarrassed for us. Like,
They can't
step up and think of your own shit. Like, fuck's sake. Alright, I might roll that into my gripe of the week. But I'm not sure yet.
Not sure yet.
No, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait on that. First of all, let's discuss why we haven't been able to do 9 from 9 for the last 16 weeks.
16 weeks. Well, for the last 4 weeks, we haven't been able to put anything out because I thought it'd be a good idea to cross Australia on a motorbike.
What kind of bike did you ride?
Well, I thought, why not do it on a CT 110, which people may know as a postie bike.
A postie bike.
Yes.
And were you on your lonesome or did you travel in tandem?
No, I was able to convince one of the other members here to come across with me, across Australia, on also a postie bike.
I don't know. Okay. Who? Let them know.
The General, Gennaro Mendez.
Or otherwise known as Helper.
Helper.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's Helper, he's the General, he's the German soldier, he's a lot of things.
Yeah.
He's the 8mm Japsai, he's got all of those names.
He's got a lot to live up to.
Yeah, but he has that potential. Now, when you guys left, the General, he would have weighed in at what, 118?
Yeah, 118.
And what were you?
I was 97, 98.
Kilograms, that is,
Yeah,
since we're in Australia.
Yep.
I've remembered my gripe of the week. All right.
Yep.
What's the General at now after his little trip?
Okay, on returning, he was down to 110.
So he's lost 8.
Yep. And I was down to 87.
You've lost 11 kilos.
Approximately.
That's disgusting.
Yeah. How do you think I feel?
Why didn't you just ride off the Great Australian Bike and save yourself?
I know. It was pretty good.
So the last 2 years worth of work
Gone.
just gone.
Yeah, I put him in the bin. I didn't want him anyway.
So what was the purpose of going over there?
A bit of fun.
See, I'm not going to lie. I've told everybody what I thought it was for.
Yeah, gay pride.
Yeah, but obviously marching on the steps of Parliament in Canberra and putting up a rainbow flag.
We can go to Canberra though.
No, I know, but that's what it was for.
Mm-hmm.
So, apart from that, what else were you going to do when you got there?
Well,
Or at least onto the other side of the country.
one of our targets was leaving here and getting to Melbourne, more importantly Frankston.
Oh, yep. Beautiful place.
Beautiful place, as I've been told. And I got to see. Unfortunately, it was 2 days late from when Big Dogs was showing because of a couple of issues my bike had as we hit Adelaide.
Did Gennaro blame you for that? Or was he a team player?
He was a team player.
He is. He's so like PC. I would have fucking ripped you. I would have just been like, you are the worst bloke ever.
But to be fair, because of that issue we had with my bike, we got to meet some absolute legends, and it was probably one of our best moments on the trip was hanging around with these guys and seeing that little area.
Which area?
Adelaide Hills.
So like Clare Valley?
No, it was more Handorf way.
Oh, that's rubbish. Should have gone to Clare Valley. Best bacon and eggs I've ever had.
Best bacon and eggs?
Yep, at a Shell service station. You wouldn't read about it.
No.
Well, if I wrote it down and you read it, you'd read about
But
it.
I haven't read about it.
But you haven't.
No.
And you won't, because I'm not going to write it. I'm just saying it. So good. What was your favourite place?
The Ottaway National Forest, Rainforest. That was incredible along that Great Ocean Road through there.
Yep.
Like, we were both throwing our little postie bikes around the corner so hard, we had sparks flying off. It was...
I'm aroused by the thought of a postie bike having sparks.
Yeah.
Jeez.
It was pretty sexual.
You know, I wouldn't ride that far on my Harley.
No?
No. So how you did it on a postie bike, look, I've just taken my hat off to you.
Hats off.
Yep. Now it's going back on though, because it's one of our new Dungeon Powerlifting hats that you can see.
That you can purchase if you...
The best gym hats in Australia.
The best gym hats.
Yeah. Gennaro showed me his Big Dog ones, didn't like it. This is way better. Got 3D print. Oh fuck. See? You've got a snapback. Look at this.
Yeah.
One fit. And also you'll notice on mine, Dungeon Elite. I got my Dungeon Elite because I went to the Nats a few times.
Just a few.
Yes. Yep. But that's how you get one. The other ones don't have this on it. It's just a Dungeon Powerlifting cap because it just means that you're one of our, I guess, peasants. Yeah. One of our regulars. Peasants. But once you get Dungeon Elite, you get the hat and it's free.
Free hat.
Yeah. That it makes...
It is a club I wish to enter.
Look, I'm not going to joke. That makes the copious amounts of dollars that you've spent on gear and training equipment and gym memberships, free hat.
Okay.
Who the fuck wouldn't do it?
Okay.
I'm just like gear as in belts, wrist wraps, knee wraps and sleeves, lots of things, lifting shoes,
All the essentials.
Life essentials, lifting essentials, gear. Well, that's an amazing little story. Can we have more of the story on next week's show?
Yeah, we can go into a bit more detail. We can have a little bit of a recap of each...
I think we should recap a bit of each state.
Yeah.
I think that's a great idea.
Next week.
So now everyone just knows that you went from Perth to Sydney and were late to Big Dogs.
And was 2 days late to Big Dogs.
Did you catch up with Marcos?
We did, and he was kind enough to give us 2 tickets.
Well, how good's that? You had 2 tickets.
2 free tickets to Big Dogs 2. That were
Good on you, Marcos.
2 days too late for.
Yeah, as we've discussed before, Marcos Markopoulos, former goal-kicking champion of the competition, not just his team. Good comp too. Most Victorian football leagues over there are very strong. You know, they sort of started the big league sort of thing, even though I reckon us Sandgropers are way better.
Well, apparently we're not part of Australia.
No, but we don't need to be.
No.
That's how fucking good we are. We don't need to be. Alright, well that's good. Now listen, let's do... Seems we haven't had the lifter of the week. Remember when we had Vlad and he was lifter of the month because he just was that good?
Yeah.
I think we need to do the same. Are you okay with this?
I know who you were going to be having as lifter of the month, and I can strongly agree.
Tell me who you think it is. Matt Van Bernigan?
Yeah.
Close.
It's not.
Another lean athlete.
Another lean athlete?
He's lean.
As lean as you?
No, I'm 5%. He's not as lean as me, but he's lighter than me.
Lighter than you?
Yuri Belkin.
Mr. Belkin.
Yep. He's become an obsession with a few people in our gym. Not including me.
No.
I am bewildered at what the man can do. But I'm not obsessed with him. There's other people to be obsessed over.
You got that picture of him in your wallet?
I got a picture of Will Crozier in my wallet. Fucking handsome lad. Yep. Ace Kirkwood. Got a picture of him in there.
Yeah.
He's an attractive guy. Yeah. It's just how I roll, mate. So, now listen. I know you took some notes before.
Mm-hmm.
We have to remember that 390 was a 4th attempt, so it doesn't include his total.
Ah.
Yeah, yes. But how's this, right? 370 kilogram squat. He got a 390 on his 4th.
Yeah. So that was obviously for a world record.
Correct. 225 bench. 440 kilo beltless deadlift. Actually, beltless or not beltless, a 440 is fucking crazy.
Especially at what, 103? What he weighed in at?
Yes.
Yeah.
So his deadlift was heavier than anyone that went to Big Dogs.
Yeah.
Well,
Does he get into much of Big Dogs?
Oh, yeah, he would have finished 7th.
Yeah.
He'd have to step up a bit.
Yeah, he'd have to get that 400 plus kilo squat.
So how's that? 1035 total at 103 kilos. That's fucking insane. absolutely fucking insane. I don't understand.
10 times body weight. That's just an incredible feat to achieve.
Yeah.
10 times body weight total.
And you know what? Doesn't even have creatine.
Doesn't have creatine.
Spoke to him, had a chat. Said, "What are you on?" He said, "Life." He's high on life.
A dangerous drug.
I would be, if that was me, I would be fucking over the moon. I don't reckon I'd wear clothes for a week. At least, maybe a month. Be that excited.
Well, now that he's lived through the month, he might not wear it for the rest of the month.
I wouldn't. He doesn't need to. Yuri Belkin, that is phenomenal. If anyone, pound for pound's got any other statistical information they can share like that, not Marcos, because he knows everything about everything.
Yeah.
So we can't, you're not allowed to be a part of this, Marcos, because you already know. Because you're like you're the Bible, basically, of powerlifting, I feel, over here. Now, there's another person that you've written down.
Yes.
Tell me about this bloke, because I've got a thought on him.
I have a few thoughts as well. His stature.
Oh shit, can I just finish off on Yuri, sorry?
Yeah.
So he's now an all-time world record holder in the 100s and the 110s.
100 and 110.
Yes.
Impressive stuff.
It is impressive, and that comp was the WRPF Raw Worlds.
Yeah.
So he wasn't competing against me and you.
No.
Lucky for him.
Lucky.
Yeah. Fucking lucky, Yuri.
You'd have to cut weight down to me though now. I'll be in the 75s now.
You'd have to eat a few hot dogs to catch up to me.
Yeah.
So, but he is lucky. I'd have bashed him in the fucking car park.
Yeah.
Just so he couldn't win, but he wouldn't have won.
Well, I would have probably politely said sorry and walked away.
Yeah, true. Yep. Or withdrawn from the competition.
Withdrawn from the competition.
That's fair. But yeah, so there you go. That lifter of the month, Yuri Belkin. Now tell me about this other bloke.
His stature, it was something that I noticed immediately.
Yep.
His arms around his knees.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the perfect.
Well, we said his name. Have we said who it is?
No, it's Stuart Jamison. Jamison. He's the perfect deadlift frame.
Especially soon on him.
Yeah. He doesn't pull so much.
It doesn't matter what he pulls.
Yeah.
You know what? He's a fucking pygmy.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hold back on this.
Oh.
He deadlifted what? 286
At 57 kilos.
Yeah. So you're over 5 times body weight.
Yeah. But he's missing half his torso.
Exactly. And do you know what? I don't like him. He looks like a fucking retard. Nothing against retards, because as you know, my beautiful partner works at a bloody special needs school. Doesn't give me the right to make fun of him, but I will. He looks fucking stupid. And then his deadlift, he just looks dumb. Like it's not finished, but it's finished.
With a 2-inch pull.
Fucking hell! Like, I don't know. I'm not happy. I'm just not happy that he's alive. I'm not. I don't have any time for someone who looks like that.
He was jealous because of how perfect his frame is for deadlifting.
He has an amazing frame for powerlifting.
Amazing frame.
No,
for deadlifting.
I was going to say, what about benching?
His benching,
his range of motion to be 3 meters.
Yeah, I haven't seen his bench, but I can only imagine that it's...
Deadlifts 286, bench is 40. Has to. No way. I'm not, look, yeah, I don't know. Is there anything nice you want to say about him? Because I've got nothing nice. That's a bloody, that effort is phenomenal.
The weight that he's pulled is incredible.
Yeah.
286 kilos at 57 is just...
Well, even, again, body weight, I don't care. Anyone who's pulling that much weight, that's a lot of weight.
That's some decent numbers.
So, it's 1 kilogram more than I've ever lifted on a deadlift.
Is that what you hate him?
Now that you mention it, I think that could be it. It could have been like something just went in my head.
Yeah.
I've never got more than 285. And now this fucking thing, I did a shit bigger than that this morning. I did. I eat more than that in food a day than what he weighs. Anyway. But fuck him off. Let's go to the next thing. Jesus.
So, what's next? Big dogs?
Well, before we go to big dogs, I want to talk about competitions. So obviously we've got people in prep for the push-pull comp, the national push-pull comp.
We certainly do.
And from there, what we brought into play with internal competitions, because no one else did it, we did it. So we created the Golden Slipper, which you can win at States or Perth Cup.
Mm-hmm.
Who was a before Dylan?
I believe it was Justin.
So Justin Terry had it.
Yeah.
And relinquished at the Perth Cup. He got it at States, relinquished it at Perth Cup to Dylan Trollope, son of the famous Neville.
Yep.
Yep, that's probably how people will know him,
Yep.
Neville's son.
Neville's son of Neville.
Yeah, son of Neville. Yeah, we can call him Son. S-O-N, son of Neville. So Son, he got the slipper. And then we've gone, what are we going to do? What else can we do? There's other comps. We've got the push-pull. So we've created the golden chode.
Yeah.
Now, as we know, a chode is a penis that is wider than it is long. So it's an unfortunate situation for the person to be in.
Yeah.
So we worked out who actually had little chodes.
Yeah.
And Dylan was one. Ben Buglehole and Ash Griggs. They are our three.
They're the three competitors.
They're the three. However, Dylan's got the slipper, so he's not eligible, which leaves us with Ben versus Ash.
Biggest
Now,
competition of the year, I reckon.
This is going to be intense. It'll be tight.
The stuff that's already getting thrown around in this gym.
There's been physical confrontations in our gym over this. I'm not even joking. There's been threats of fights in the car park. Coaches fighting coaches.
Yeah.
No, we were on the same team. We were going to just bash Ben.
Oh, so,
Yeah.
so his coach was even against.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So are you trying to say that Ben's the underdog then? No one's rooting for him.
Look, no one wants him to win. Why would you? He's a chode. He's the human chode. So, Peter's made his thoughts very, very clear.
Yes.
And he has really fed it to Ben lately. Like, he's not holding back.
No.
Ben has a big issue with the fact he's put weight on, in particular around his hips.
Yeah.
Now, we've got a little, a men's group on Messenger that we have. And there's been comments of Ash calling Ben handles, as in love handles. And that made shit hit the fan. Things have escalated because Ben took severe offence to that. So, I don't know where, well I do, this ends at the push-pull. This is where it comes
I don't know
together.
if they'll be able to
This is
complain.
bigger than McGregor v Mayweather. This is way bigger.
Way bigger.
Jeez, I'm just getting me bin with all my flexibility. So, the golden chode, it's going to be on. We'll present it at the push-pull.
Do we have it?
There's a package just there that contains it. If I may, Arian, not that one.
Not this one?
Nah, that one's got erection pills in it.
Oh, okay. This one?
Yep, that one.
Oh, okay.
So we can see there's a package.
Well, that one looks better.
It did look better, but this is it. This is it. So there's a trophy chode, which we're not going to show you. We're just going to show you its shape. So that's it there.
I wonder what it could be.
Can I show you the tip? That's the end of it. That's all you get to see. The golden chode. Someone is going to take this home.
Lucky winner.
And at the bottom of it, the writing on the placard, world champion.
World champion.
So it is the world champion golden chode winner. Now,
I wish I could run. I wish I could get in running.
oh, we'll have to bloody chop our dicks off to be down to the poor buggers. But good on them for embracing what they've got or don't have, and
Making the most of it.
they are making the most of it, and it's going to be a serious competition. And I can see these two possibly coming to blows in the warm-up room. It'll be a battle of...
They're going to have different warm-up platforms. There's no way they'll be able to share.
They can't share a platform, no. No.
They can barely share the gym.
Look, let's be honest, it'd possibly be the worst fight you'll ever see in your life. Because I've had a better fight with a wet tissue.
Yeah.
So, I just say good luck to them both. Now, can we discuss the copyright problem that we have here?
Yes.
You told me about it, so I think you should bring it up.
Okay, so I saw a little message pop up on the PTC Perth Facebook page. Something about Yanni versus Ray.
Wowee. There's an original idea.
Head to head.
Let's have that. Is there a name for it?
Yeah.
So it's a copied idea. It doesn't even have a name.
Doesn't even have a name.
And I would imagine if it doesn't have a name, it's not going to have a trophy.
Yeah. No trophy.
So what is it?
No world champion trophy.
So actually, what's the point of it? It's Facebook rant. That's what it is.
Yeah.
That really bugs me. That grinds my gears.
Grinds your gears.
Daniel put it up.
Yes. Oh, it was on the PTC.
So I would say Daniel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Paul's always liked me more, and this is why. Because Paul wouldn't do something like that.
Wouldn't take your idea and just...
He wouldn't take my idea and steal it. No way. So that's disappointing, Dan, on its own. The fact that we had team shirts, we've now got rewarding caps to support our club's lifters. We bring in the internal competitions, and like, what's next? What are they going to have? Team caps, shirts. Are they going to be called Dungeon Perth?
Perth.
What's next? What is next? I'm telling you, I still think Dan's going to ride down all the way down here along the coast on a Harley with Heidi on the back, and he might even have like Dungeon on his number plates. Mate, if that, we'll have issues. If that'll be a problem. Could you see that as being a problem?
And there might start a bit of a gang war between.
We could become gangs. Here's a funny story for you. But that's that. Not happy about it. So Yanni, Magulius v Sagor.
Yep.
Over. It's not a real competition. It is not sanctioned by anyone.
No trophy.
I'm the only one who can sanction these internal competitions, and I say no. Daniel? No.
Denied.
Cancelled. Application denied and cancelled. Now, we've got obviously our club's hoodies that we wear, which have got a bit of writing down the sleeves as well. Okay. So one young Dylan Trollope, now current golden slipper holder, he's gone up to the casino, and he was staying at the Burswood Hotel there, or whatever they call it these days, Crown. And he tried to walk through the casino after going to the gym there. He had a sleeveless hoodie on. And they stopped him. And they said, you can't come in gang attire.
Oh.
So not only, that's pretty fucked. Like that's lame as. Because you see people with no shoes on, bloody piss all over their shirts, as in alcohol, probably real piss sometimes. And then Big DT, the human Dorito, Anton, goes, just cut through. Nah, gang affiliation, can't let you in. So he laughed, and they advised him that it wasn't funny. So...
Did he throw down some symbols?
Oh, he didn't. He just took it on the chin. And he was like, I'm bigger than that. I'm a bigger person than that. He's a big dude.
He is.
So, I guess what I'm getting at here is, stop copying our stuff, because we're like a fucking gang.
Yeah.
We know some shit. So...
Just saying that a few of us ride bikes.
We've got not just Harley riders, but postie bike riders. We don't fuck around.
No.
We ain't taking shit from no one. We'll send Trollope in his sleeveless hoodie.
On a postie.
On a postie, and he's affiliated with Dungeon Gang. I like it. I might get Dungeon Powerlifting on my forearms, and then like 1%, so I can look like a real flog.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. The wicked. Yeah. So that's that.
That's that.
Now we can go on to less important things like Big Dogs 2.
Yeah.
Now we've cleared that up.
Just a little event that happened.
Oh, it was on. Yeah. What did you think of it?
Well, I didn't get to see it. I was 2 days late. I got to watch a little bit of a stream in our fish and chip shop while we had some lunch.
Yep.
Good fish and chips.
Good stream?
Yeah. Yeah, what we saw of it, we only got to see a couple of the squats, I think it was.
Yeah. Andre, 470 squat. Fuck me sideways.
No.
No, I probably wouldn't either. Like, he was off his best, but that's... Fuck's sake, 1,000 kilos is a phenomenal total for any lifter to get ever, at any body weight. But to hit 1,100 plus, again, like, that's extreme. That is extreme. The, Alex Simon, that's a cool story, eh?
What is that, second or third powerlifting meet ever?
Yeah. Although there was, I do have a little, I think there's a conflict of interest here, because he's been invited by Marcos to Big Dogs, right?
Yeah.
After only doing one, at best 2 comps. Okay? And thoroughly, from the result, deserved his invite. And he was one of my favourites to watch, actually. I can't wait to watch him compete again. But, do you remember when everybody was talking up Right?
Yep.
Right Sagor?
Yep.
and it was shot down really quick by Marcos as he hadn't proved himself. Yeah, he was a former junior world champion.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he stepped up and dominated, smashed the nationals, like humiliated others. What's the difference? Is it the fact that he doesn't weigh 140 plus kilos? Or is it the fact he lives in WA?
I don't know.
I have, like I said, Marcos is the one of the gods of powerlifting over here. His knowledge of the sport is phenomenal.
And what he's doing for it?
He's making the sport potentially something that people could look towards having a living out of, whether it be through sponsorship, prize money, whatever it is. He's making that a dream for people that could come true. At the moment, we've got Aussie rules, cricket, homo soccer, and a bit of basketball. People making a bit of quid out of that. They can earn a decent living. Rugby league, rugby union, powerlifting.
I don't know if Dan and Paul's going to like you saying that about soccer.
Mate, it's a gang war. There's no time for prisoners. There's no mercy being shown. Dan, Paul, fuck soccer right off.
I'm just making a gross generalisation.
Shots are fired.
Yeah,
they're into their soccer.
Yeah.
They love it. They love it. My point is, it's a pretty patronising comment to make, or somewhat hypocritical, because you can't then go and invite a person who's done one whole comp. You haven't exactly proven yourself after one comp. Even if it's two, you still haven't proven yourself. It just goes to show, though, I agree with Marcos inviting him. I think it was fantastic, and it was fantastic for him, fantastic for the sport, but probably that little bit of segregation towards right was not really necessary. Maybe we could see a retraction. Unlikely, because it's not a media outlet.
No.
But we could.
We could.
Yeah.
And like Western Australia, we're part of Australia as well.
No, but you know what? We are Australia.
We are Australia?
You would not get a more patriotic person than me. I don't like any other countries.
No?
No.
Not one other one?
Maybe. Don't know. We're all going to come from Europe somewhere along the line, aren't we? So I suppose we should like them a bit.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with the motherland.
Nah, fuck them. Australia, all the way. Australia. So what did you think of the results? Like, Alex getting that tie for third, I thought that was really cool. For him and for lifters here, and I was really pleased with that.
It was good to see a few Australians in there.
I was really happy with the improvement out of Luke Polly. Like, I remember watching Luke, and he was totaling, nowhere near 985, just 2-3 years ago. So that's a pretty good improvement. Dwayne, obviously, is just going through the roof. What did he do last? 1,000 was his last?
Yeah, I think just on 1,000.
So it's just a lazy 40 kilo PB. That's really cool. The other guy, Sean Doyle, was a bit of a surprise packet, I thought. I didn't expect him to finish second, put it that way. The total, maybe thereabouts, but...
He was the Yank, the American?
Yeah, well, if you're not Russian or a Seppo, you're Australian.
Oh.
I would imagine. Can't imagine anyone else.
I think he's from US, isn't he?
Well, that's a Seppo, septic tank, a Yank.
Yeah.
Hey?
I'm not up on this lingo.
You just need to have some slang, mate. That's part of being Australian. That's the way it is. So that's why we're in WA and we're Australian. What was your... Honestly, I'm not going to lie. Like, Andre, clearly the best, clearly the strongest again, was off his game a bit. For me, Alex Simon was my favourite lifter to watch, hear about, and probably achieved as much as he could have achieved at that comp. What do you reckon? Not taking away from anyone else.
I didn't get to see it, unfortunately, so I didn't...
Oh, that's right, you didn't make it.
Yeah, I didn't make it.
Oh.
So I wish I could...
Surely you've read the 4,000 feeds that have come up.
No, I haven't. You don't get much time when you're riding a postie bike for 12 hours a day.
Yeah, travelling 14 kilometres.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Well, there's the results on the screen there.
And they are very impressive.
Pardon?
They are very impressive.
They are all very impressive. Yep. There's one that I don't find that impressive, but I guess that's a who you know, not what. What do you call it? Yeah, who you know. Not overly much, it's not really ability based. Bench and dead haven't changed a lot in the last 2 to 3 years. Squat's gone through the roof, which is good for him. But you look at the gap. There's guys in my weight category doing more than that.
There's guys in the 103 doing more than that.
Well, Yuri Belkin. Fuck. Don't mention Stuart Jamison.
No?
Ever again. I don't know anybody. My gripe of the week.
Yep.
This has pissed me off no end. You know what I hate? Fucking Halloween.
Halloween.
We're not American.
No, we're not.
Kids come knocking on my door, they boot to the face. Get out, you little bloody Yankee prick.
Didn't want to share your candy?
We don't have candy here. We have lollies and chocolate. This is the sort of crap that I'm talking about, and it's getting fed into the kids at schools. You go walking through the shop, can we get a pumpkin? Why? You don't eat pumpkin. No, we want to carve a head. What? What are we teaching children? That we hack faces open? I'm not overly pleased by this. What does Halloween even mean? Like, what's the meaning of it?
All Hallows Eve.
What?
I believe there's some pagan originality behind it.
Look, I'm finding out. What is Halloween?
Good old Google, tell us.
Oh, you know what will tell me? There you go. An evil satanic tradition.
Oh.
So what you said, All Halloween, All Hallows Eve, or All Saints Eve.
Yeah.
Jesus wept. Why we celebrate it? It's just another money-grabbing
That's what it's
event.
That's what it's turned into.
See?
Look, I'm not
Americanized Halloween.
You go to the Halloween parties, you get a whole bunch of girls dressed up really sluttily. It's not something I'm overly complaining about. Like, keep on going with the Halloween parties. I love them.
Well, we fucked it. We started it.
We started it.
Originally from the Celtic fringes of Britain. And it was adapted over the decades by Christian traditions.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Some believe, see, no one even knows what it is. No. Some believe it originates from the Celtic pagan festival of Samhain, meaning summer's end. Considering we haven't had summer, hence it's an American thing, or just finished summer,
really just a southern.
Celebrated the end of harvest season. Well, fuck Halloween, it shouldn't be here. And if I keep hearing about it, I'm going to do something. I don't know what.
Not going to, don't know?
No. Do you know how many lollies I gave out at Halloween?
0.
Not one. Can we have candy? No, you can't, because we don't have candy in Australia.
I didn't even have one person knock on my door because I was at the gym the whole time.
Yeah. Imagine if someone came here asking for food. You reckon we're going to give it up? Wouldn't have thought. Or, although in your anorexic state.
Fuck no. Have you seen me? I've been eating my carrot cake every day.
Oh, okay. Best weight gaining food.
Carrot cake.
Sara Lee carrot cake. I am obsessed. Before the Perth Cup, I had a whole one the night before. And I got laughed at. Kara was like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm just eating it.
Carving up.
She's like, have you had the whole thing? Yeah. It's only 400 and something grams. Exactly.
4,000 calories.
Fuck, I look like a child or what? Jesus. That's my gripe of the week. I'm really not happy about that.
Not happy about it?
Fucking American shit. Oh, well. The only other thing I wanted to talk about today was, like, we've been talking lots about coaches and stuff lately.
Is this going to be about how good you are?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Continue.
You know how doctors at the end of their thing, they'll have like PhD, BSc, all that sort of stuff? So I could put like the Bachelor of Sports Science and shit like that. I've decided on my cards to change them and put WBC at the end.
Yeah?
Yeah, you know what it means. Don't pretend you don't. The fact that you're pretending that you don't know what it means is bugging me somewhat.
What does it mean?
World's best coach.
Really?
Yes. And I've been told that by many sources. Now, the job of a coach, as people were like Max Markopoulos, Daniel and Paul, other coaches around, obviously my good self as the world's best, you understand that it doesn't end. So we deal with training, diet, moods, counselling issues.
Things going on at home.
Yes, home life, all sorts of shit. At the moment, so we're supposed to be just a little country town down here, because apparently, so Perth isn't in WA, isn't in Australia.
No.
Well, Bunbury's not even in WA according to Perth people.
No.
So we're so fucked up. Now, I just went through. I've got 20 lifters. Like I allocate 20 positions that I'll coach. and I've got 20, and they are from all over WA. That's not including the ones that I've got ex-East. So 20 West Australians: Perth, Mandurah, Bunbury, Bridgetown, Collie, so all over the place. 11 male, 9 female.
It's a good cut. It's a good split.
Yeah, and I like that, and I think that coaches as a whole would probably be finding the same thing. They're getting a lot of female lifters on board, and it goes to show the numbers in the comps. So now these novice comps, with 60 lifters, are getting pretty much split 30-30. That's incredible, eh? That's really, really cool. And it comes down to a lot of promotion by all the gym owners, the coaches that go around, the people being receptive to the girls being in the gym. I came in here the other day, I was the only bloke. I was so scared.
I've been concerned. I've been in here quite a few times where the girls are outnumbering the men.
It's frightening.
It is. I don't feel safe in here.
No.
This is my safe place. I come to train, and I just don't feel safe anymore. I'm just getting ogled like a bit of meat, and I just can't handle it.
I want to know what's an average number of clients for a coach to have at any one time. Because I think 20 in a country town is phenomenal. I want to know what the city coaches have got. So we've got about 100,000 people down here. Perth would have about 2 million. Right? So that's about 20 times the amount. So 20 times 20 is 400. Let's do it on a ratio basis. I will fucking smoke them. You know why? WBC. It's a fact. Outcoach me, motherfuckers.
This is a coach off.
Well, if anyone wants a coach off, come at me. You know what? Very rare that someone will come in, do testing with me, and not hit PBs or better them.
I know my first program with yourself, I think I put 45 kilos plus on mine.
Did you really? That's impressive. Whew. Some might say beginner's gains. I say...
I've been training for 4 years. So.
Exactly. So I would say practical programming from WBC. Yeah.
What's best coach?
Yeah. And a lot of people have been saying they don't like to tell me that because they think it's going to give me a big head. I already fucking know.
Have you seen this thing?
Oh, I've got the biggest head.
Biggest head.
Okay, this is the other thing that we're going to be doing. So next week, I'm going to write these down so we don't forget. Now I'll just put my best dad ever cup that 2 of my clients got me because like I was a father to them, basically.
Couldn't find
Took them in under my wing, these 2 girls, and they bought me a best dad ever cup. That's how much I mean to them.
Special.
Yeah. Anyone else got a best dad ever cup from their clients? I don't know, so I'm going to say no. We're going to find out who has the biggest head in our gym.
Gennaro.
Pardon?
Gennaro.
You're going for Gennaro?
Oh, head? On the head?
Who's got the biggest head?
Oh, head. Okay.
Circumference.
Yeah. 4.
So we're going to call it the 2017 Dungeon Bonsoff.
Bonsoff?
Yeah.
I reckon... Are we counting Matt?
Well, if he wants to come here. No, Matt's head isn't that big.
No?
He's like that cartoon character. He's got a massive body and a little pinhead on top. Remember there was a guy, what was his name? The boxer. Butterbean. That's what he's like, eh? I'm going to put myself down.
It'd be a pretty safe bet putting you down as a...
So I'm picking me.
I'm going to go Pete. I'm going to go an outlier there. I haven't really looked at his circumference of his head, but...
2 dads is going for Big Pistol Pete Tua, the popper of the gym. Alright.
Tango.
Also next week, we're going to have more lookalikes.
More lookalikes, and the West Australian recap.
Of what?
Postie Bike Adventure.
Postie Bike Adventure recap.
Go on Postal. If you want a sneak peek, you can check out our Facebook page.
Going Postal, is that what it's called? Going with a G or going?
Going, that's with the G.
Going Postal. So it's grammatically correct. Correct spelling, punctuation, everything.
No, probably not. I'm pretty sure of that.
Postie Bike update. Well, I think that's been a good little comeback. I don't know of anyone else who would do it as good as we do it.
No.
What do you think, Ron? Again, contributed fuck all to our show.
I don't know why we get him on every week.
You know what else we're going to do next week?
Well,
Phone call.
it's been a while.
phone call. If anybody wants to get a phone call from us, don't bother telling us, because we've got a list as long as your arm. As long as that Stuart fucking Jamison's arm, which is a long arm, so it's a long list.
That is a long arm.
Yeah. In the meantime, you've got to train.
I got to train.
I've got to ride my bike home.
I got to try and put some size back on me.
Get some size on.
Have you got any of that?
No.
Fresh out.
Fresh out. So, is there anyone in particular we should say hello to?
Well, our biggest fan, he's been pretty distraught the fact that we haven't been airing every Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Had to actually do work on Fridays rather than just sit there and
This
watch
is fair.
So we do apologise about that.
Mm-hmm.
But we're back now, so...
Who's this? Ash Griggs. You know who else has been complaining a lot to me?
Who?
Romany Darcy. Complaining a lot that there hasn't been a 9 from 9.
She only found us, like...
Exactly, but she this is what happened. She didn't space out the watching.
Yeah.
So she's just like
binged it.
flooded herself and binged. None. She didn't know about going postal though, probably. I don't know. Oh well. So for you two, we apologise for the inconvenience. And we'll be back next week. All the best. Ciao.